Chapter 600, Assault on Asgard. Part 1, Warning a Tyrant. It was a beautiful day and we were watching TV, playing card games and reading books. Me, it sure is a beautiful day, hey? Lincoln, it sure is JD. Nico, it's so invigorating. May, it sure is. Nico, hey JD, what happened to the Grinch after we defeated Princess Morbucks? Me, he went back home to Whoville. Nico, oh. Me, yet. You know guys, I feel sorry for the Grinch. Lainey, me too JD. Anybody that hates Christmas doesn't have any faith. Me, my thoughts exactly. Mindy, hey, how did that fatso Flip turn to a life of crime? Me, that's our doing. He swindled some of our friends out of all their money because that's all he ever cares about is money. Lori, that is literally disgusting. Me, so we pulverized him into pulp and took every single dime he stole and conned out of thousands of people over the years and made him dirt poor and shut down Flips. Lincoln, that cheapskate deserved it. Roxanne, hey mommy, how did you and daddy meet? Lori, that is literally one of my most popular questions. Me, I've been wondering how you and Bobby met for a while Lori, but I never got the chance to ask. Lori, that's all right. Bobby, it was a nervous day and night. Lori, well, I noticed Bobby around town a lot and it was hard not to. He had so many jobs. Pizza delivery boy, lifeguard, mall cop, cat photographer. Bobby, and don't forget door-to-door corn dog salesman. Lori, right, that. Me, your father is one busy guy. He has practically every job you can think of. Maybe not the advanced jobs, but you know what I mean. Lydia, I do. Roxanne, same here. Bobby, that's right kids, and I am always busy. Lori, yep. But it wasn't until I saw him cleaning shoes at the bowling alley that I noticed him. Bobby, if I remember right, there was a toe fungus epidemic that week. Me, gross. Lori, we got to talking and just a few days later, he left brownies in my locker with a note asking me out on our very first date. Bobby, yep. We went to Jean One's French Mex buffet. Lynn, we were there at the restaurant and you two were really nervous. Me, really? How so? Luan, yet it was pouring rain and Lori and Bobby were soaking wet when they went in. Lynn, and Bobby accidentally whacked you in the head with it. Me, ouch. That must have left a mark. Roxanne, no kidding mommy. Luan, yeah, your hair was soggier than Jean One's guacamole French toast. Me, ew. Luan, and they didn't take their eyes off each other and that made Lori bump into a waiter, who spilled a tray of horse-shade lats. Me, oops. Bobby, yeah, that was an accident. Lynn, and they didn't both pick sparkling water. Bobby said sparkling and Lori said flat. Then Bobby said flat and you said sparkling. This went on for, like, 5 minutes before the waiter just gave up and walked away. Me, confusing isn't it? Lori, it was. Luan, and when Bobby fed Lori chips and salsa, he had a muscle spasm and jabbed her in the cheek with the chip. Me, ouch. Lainey, that must have hurt. Roxanne, it literally must have. Bobby, yet I was worried Lori was bleeding, but then I realized it was just salsa. Me, that's confusing, hey? Lynn, and Lori didn't ask Bobby to order for you. When the waiter asked what you wanted, Lori was choking on some water and he couldn't understand what she was saying. So he just gave up and brought her soup. Me, I hate it when that happens. Getting water down the wrong pipe is not fun. Luan, I know. Then everyone was watching them on the dance floor, but they weren't dancing. Me, what happened? Luan, Lori spilled her soup in Bobby's lap and he screamed and jumped backwards and knocked into a dessert cart and spilled flan flambe everywhere. It was flantastic, laughs. Me, you chihuahuas. That must have been painful. That was a good joke, Luan. Lynn, Then Lori went to help Bobby up and slipped in the flan and slid across the dance floor and crashed into the band. Me, boo. That was not a good first date. But I was able to tell the reason why your date went wrong so badly. You two were nervous as all get out. Bobby, that's right amigo. Me, trust me guys, I know just how you feel. Usually when you are on your first date it's really nerve-wracking. Very. I know that feeling too. Rachel, same here. It's really stressful. Celica, it's true. Roxanne, that is an awesome story. Lydia, it sure was. Ramon, so awesome guys. Vince, it sure was. Carol, yep. Lincoln, that's right. I have a lot of awesome fiancés and they are amazing. Earth, thanks Linky. Ariel's sisters, we love you Linky. Paige, same here. Lily, yep. Nico then sensed something. Me, what is it Nico? Nico, I sense something. It's coming from Mount Thanos. Me, the very same spot where Nerissa was imprisoned all those years ago? Nico, yet. I think it's Phobos. Me, you go tell him our warning. I killed Nerissa and in the future you will fight him. Nico, you got it. Nico used instant transmission and beamed over to Mount Thanos. Mount Thanos, Kandrakar. Phobos was standing by the empty cell of Nerissa. Nico appeared behind him. Phobos saw him. Nico, relax, Phobos. I'm not here to fight you. At least, not today. I just came to give you a warning. Phobos, and that would be? Nico, you can't hide in the Legion of Doom's HQ forever. Sooner or later, you're gonna make a move. And when you do, me and my friends will make sure it's your last. Phobos, am I supposed to be afraid? Nico, you should be. Phobos, who are you? Nico, my name is Nicholas Chan. But everyone calls me Nico. I'm a scion from Earth. Phobos, so you're a member of the most feared race in the universe. Nico, that's right. And they're all dead because of another tyrant. Nico and Phobos looked at each other. Nico's eyes showed righteous justice and Phobos' eyes showed malevolent evil. Nico, you're not the first person to try to rule the universe with a sword of injustice. They all failed and so will you. Nico had his Super Saiyan aura flare up and Phobos had an aura of pitch black darkness around him. The skies darkened with storm clouds and lightning struck everywhere as everyone all over the realm of Kandrakar and even us on Earth felt the sheer magnitude of their power. Thunderclap. 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 Rocks and pebbles and snow lifted up off the ground and lightning surged all over the place and it showed how powerful both of them really are in terms of power. Nico, I take it you've heard about what happened to Nerissa. Phobos, yes. JD killed her. Nico, so you got the news. They continued to look at each other. Nico, I've spent months preparing for the day when we face you at your most powerful. I've come a long way Phobos. Phobos, so have I. Nico, when the time comes Phobos, you and I will fight. So gather up as many of your forces as you can for then. But if you try anything before then, you will die a swift and painful death. Phobos knew he wasn't bluffing and he powered down. Nico, you will pay the ultimate price for your crimes. Phobos, we will see. Kandrakar will be mine. Nico, not if I have anything to say about it. Nico then went back to Earth. Phobos knew that this would be the biggest fight of his life. It was gonna be a fight to the death. Earth, Team Loud Phoenix Storm Estate. Nico arrived back. Me, how did it go? Nico, he got the message. Me, I can tell. Your energy level was flared up. We felt it. Very. We sure did. Me, the stage has been set and the battle that will decide the fate of Kandrakar will soon begin. Elyon, we won't let my brother get away with everything he has done. Me, No, we won't, Elyon. Death is his only fate. Nico, I believe it. I sensed that he has no honor or decency or mercy in his heart and his fate is now sealed. Me, I can tell. He's all yours, Nico. Show him what the true power of a scion is capable of. Nico, with pleasure. Part 2, Assault on Asgard. We were resting and we saw Bowser Jr. looking sad. Me, what's wrong, BJ? Bowser Jr., I miss my sibs. I got along great with all of them and we did all kinds of fun together. Sure, it might have been bad fun, but it was fun. Me, I'm sorry, BJ. Brittany then got an idea. Brittany, I got an idea. Brittany opened a viewing window with her magic and it showed the Koopalings in their cell in the Venus prison. Brittany, now for the fun part. Chants an incantation, Femnioxina extestio lightungsa. 7 beams of light came out of the Koopalings and one came out of Bowser Jr. and they formed in front of us and became human princess versions of them. Brittany, I used my dark magic to make super crown versions of the Koopalings and Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr., this is so cool. Bowsette Jr., you can call me Bowsette Jr. Lexi, I'm Lexi Koopa. Lamy, I'm Lamy Koopa but my name has an I. Wendy, I'm Wendy Koopa too. Morgan, I'm Morgan Koopa Jr. Lorna, I'm Lorna Von Koopa. Rox, I'm Roxana Koopa but call me Rox. Lanai, and I'm Lanai Koopa. Bowser Jr., this is so awesome. Thank you, Brittany. Brittany, you are welcome, BJ. Lainey, that was so awesome. Tails, can I ask you a question? Tails, sure, Lainey. Lainey, how come you don't like your name Miles Powers? Tails, well, my name is a pun on miles per hour and I think it's a goofy name. So I decided to call myself Tails because I'm a fox with 2 tails. Lainey, oh man. I'm sorry, Tails. Tails, no, it's all right, Lainey. The doorbell rang and Lana went to get it. She got a surprise to see Elsa and Anna at the door. Lana, Elsa, Anna. She hugged them both. Elsa, it's great to see you again, Lana. Anna, same here. Elsa, sorry I haven't talked to you guys for a while. I've been busy taking care of Arendelle. Lana, that's all right. We've been pretty busy ourselves. Me, Queen Elsa and Princess Anna. It's a pleasure to have you both here. Elsa, thank you, JD. The alarm went off. Me, uh-oh. We went to the computer and it showed that the land of Asgard was under attack by Loki, the god of mischief and his frost giant minions. Me, uh-oh. All of Asgard is under attack. Let's roll, guys. Elsa, let us help you too. Me, are you sure, Your Majesty? It's gonna be extremely dangerous. Elsa, I'm sure. I do have ice powers. Me, if you are sure. Okay. Let's go. We went to Asgard. Asgard. We were at Asgard and we saw the land completely under siege. Me, well. This is a catastrophe. Lori, it literally is. Lenny, who is causing all this? Me, this is the work of Loki, the god of mischief who is also Thor's brother. Anna, this guy sounds like he is nothing but trouble. Falcon, the Avengers have had numerous problems with this guy. He is a traitorous scumbag. Me, well, we're not gonna get the job just by standing here. Let's go. We went into Asgard and started pounding, blasting, and destroying the frost giants. Elsa used her ice powers to get control over some of the frost giants. Says okay, these guys are strong and tough. Goes through hand signs, fire style, fireball jutsu. He blew a fireball out of his mouth and blew some of the frost giants apart into dust. Me, nice shot, says okay. Says okay, thanks. Ash, Charizard, I choose you. Ash sent out Charizard. Says okay, combo time. Ash, right. Charizard use flamethrower. Suzuki, Inferno style, flame control. Suzuki released a huge wave of black flames. Suzuki and Ash, Hellfire Flame Spear. The black fire combined with the fire blast and turned into a spear of black and orange fire, and it skewered numerous frost giants and blew them apart in huge pillars of fire. Ash, that was awesome. Serena, it sure was. Carmen R, let's use our combo Bisley. Bisley, you got it Carmen. Carmen fired a blast of fire and Biza fired a blast of water. Carmen R and Bisley, Steam Dragon Boiler. The blasts combined and turned into a dragon of pure steam, and it melted some of the frost giants. Elsa summoned her giant abominable snowman bodyguard Marshmallow, and he pulverized and destroyed many of the frost giants. Me, that takes care of the frost giants. Let's go get Loki. We went after Loki and saw him fighting Thor. I swooped in and kicked Loki in the face. Me, Loki, the god of mischief and one of the most dangerous enemies of the Avengers. Loki, British accent, JD. Knudsen and all of Team Loud Phoenix Storm. What brings you all here to Asgard? Me, what else? To stop you from causing more trouble here. Thor, that's right. Loki, oh, come now, Thor. We were brothers once. Thor, yes, Loki. Once. Hits Loki with Mjolnir. Lightning struck Loki from his hammer and Lincoln fired more lightning and electrocuted him. Me, Loki, you have caused too much pain and suffering here in Asgard and on Earth, and for that you will pay the ultimate price. Nico, Loki, god of mischief, you have failed this realm. Fires Frisia's punishing blaster. It hit Loki and exploded with incredible power. Crab I am. Me, wow. Awesome shot Nico. Nico, thanks man. Loki's scepter flew at me. I caught it and saw a glowing yellow light in it. Me, it's the Mind Infinity Stone. The last Infinity Stone we need before we go and kill Thanos. Lincoln, awesome. I take the stone out of the scepter and put the stone in my pocket for safekeeping. Prince Adam, let me help out guys. Me, go for it Adam. Prince Adam unsheathed his sword. Prince Adam, by the power of Grayskull. His sword opened and turned, and a flash of lightning hit him and he turned into He-Man. He-Man, echoing, I have the power. Me, let's get him guys. We all went at Loki and mercilessly pulverized him. Hulk and Edzilla pounded him all over the place and smashed him into the ground at a merciless level. They smashed him into the ground. Hulk and Edzilla, puny god. He-Man slashed him with his sword several times. He-Man, final smash time. Champions of Eternia. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe fired a massive laser wave and it hit Loki and exploded. Nico, now for the grand finale. Holds his hands out, final spirit cannon. Nico fired a massive purple energy wave at Loki and it slammed into Loki's stomach and carried him up into space. When it was at a certain distance, it exploded with incredible power. The explosion was so powerful and so devastating that it shook the entirety of Asgard to the core, and the shockwaves from the blast reverberated down to the city and shook apart the land. When the explosion faded, Loki fell to the ground and crash landed. He was defeated. Me, that's it for Loki. Great job guys. We cheered wildly. Loki was in cuffs and he was standing before Odin, the chief god of the Norse pantheon. Odin, Loki my son, for your horrible crimes against all of Earth and all of Asgard, you are hereby stripped of all of your powers except for your immortality. And you are hereby banished to Earth forever. Me, I know who he can live with from now on, Lord Odin. Odin, let it be done. JD. Knudsen and Team Loud Phoenix Storm, we are eternally grateful for all of you coming and saving all of Asgard. Me, we did what we had to do, Lord Odin. Lori, it was literally our pleasure. Loki was stripped of his powers except for his immortality, and he was now an immortal human. Thor walked up to him. Loki, you're enjoying this humiliation, aren't you, brother? Thor, well, it was either this or kill you. And despite everything that happened, I still think of you as family. Loki, sighs, fair point. Thor, out of curiosity, Loki, why did you betray me, father, and Asgard? Loki, well, I was just jealous of you. Of how Odin always favored you over me and how he saw you as the next in line for the throne. Thor, well, I can understand that. Loki, I know that it will take time for me to regain your trust. But do me one favor. Don't make the same mistakes that I did. Be a better person. Thor, I'll keep that in mind. Me, you know Loki, I can sympathize with you. There are others that were sick of living in someone's shadows. Sunny, that's right. I was sick of living in my cousin Gwen's shadow. Blackfire, I was sick of living in Starfire's shadow. Me, jealousy is a very powerful and malevolent force of evil. So maybe your time on Earth will give you a chance to reflect on everything you did. Loki, it will. Loki now lives with our neighbor Mr. Grouse. The doorbell rang. Mr. Grouse, get that, will ya? Loki, yes sir. Loki got the door and it was Stan Lee as a mailman. Stan Lee, package for a Mr. Trounce? Loki, it's actually Mr. Grouse. Stan Lee, whatever. Good day to you all. Loki took the package. Loki, this is going to be a long eternity. I put the Mind Infinity Stone in the safe with all the other stones and kept Loki's scepter as a trophy. Part 3, Robots Rebuilt. In Lisa's lab, Stewie, Lisa, Dexter, Elec Man, Proto Man and Dr. Light were rebuilding all of Dr. Wily's robots. Ricky came in. Ricky, guys, what are you doing? Stewie, we're making new versions of Wily's robots. These ones will fight for good instead of evil. Elec Man, it was actually me and Proto Man's ideas. Proto Man, the two of us actually saw all of Wily's robots as family. Ricky, this is a great idea, guys. Mega Man, thanks Ricky. They rebuilt the following robots. A. Acid Man, Air Man, Aquaman, Astro Man. B. Blade Man, Blast Man, Blizzard Man, Bum Man, Bright Man, Bubble Man, Burst Man. C. Centaur Man, Charge Man, Chill Man, Cloud Man, Clown Man, Commando Man, Crash Man, Crystal Man, Cut Man. D. Dive Man, Drill Man, Dust Man. F. Flame Man, Flash Man, Freeze Man, F-Cont, Frost Man, Fuse Man. G. Gemini Man, Gravity Man, Grenade Man, Guts Man, Gyro Man. H. Heat Man. I. Impact Man. J. Junk Man. K. Night Man. M. Metal Man. N. Napalm Man, Nitro Man. P. Pharaoh Man, Plant Man, Pump Man. Q. Quick Man. R. Ring Man. S. Search Man, Shade Man, Shadow Man, Sheep Man, Skull Man, Slash Man, Solar Man, Spring Man, Star Man, Stone Man, Strike Man, Sword Man. T. Tengu Man, Toad Man, Tomahawk Man, Torch Man, Tundra Man, Turbo Man. W. Wave Man, Wind Man, Wood Man. Y. Yamato Man, We were impressed that they were rebuilt by them. Part 4. Doomsday Cold Luck. As we rested and celebrated our victory in Asgard, I was sweating like crazy. Me? You? Is it getting hot in here or is it just me? Lincoln looked at the thermostat and it was 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Lincoln, no, the thermostat hasn't been changed. Me, it feels like I'm in the oven. Becky, it's not just you, JD. I'm getting extremely hot. Me, let me see here. I turned on my infrared vision and I saw that Becky had an extremely hot temperature. Me, whoa. This is not right. Becky, it says that your body temperature is over 2000 degrees Fahrenheit. Lisa, that is scientifically impossible. A human can't survive beyond 135 degrees Fahrenheit. Me, how did this happen, Becky? Brittany, I think I might know. I was doing a Brazilian spell to see if I can give fire powers to one of my goth friends, but it fizzled out on me. Fire, Spanish accent, this is exactly what gave me my fire powers to begin with. Me, I didn't know that, Beatrice. Suddenly Becky was in a vortex of green fire and when it faded Becky was forever changed. She had light green hair that looked like fire, a leaf green headband, green tube top, light green short jacket, green gloves, light green pants with a gold bead belt and green boots. Me, wow. Becky, you look incredible. Becky, what happened to me? Me, you got fire powers the same way that gave Beatrice her fire powers. Becky had a fireball of green fire in her hand and she saw that I was right. Becky, this is amazing. Dana, you look amazing with fire's powers, Becky. Becky, thanks Dana. Lori, this is literally so cool. I'm Lori Vulcana. Luna, I'm Luna Frost. Lenny, I'm Lenny Ivy. Dana, I'm Dana Ice. Becky, and call me Becky Fire. Me, awesome names, girls. How about we call the 5 of you the Sisters of Nature? Lori, boo. That is literally perfect. Luna, that is rockin' dude. Lenny, it's totes perfect. Dana, that is perfect for us. Becky, I agree, Dana. It's perfect for the 5 of us. Fire, and I would be more than happy to teach you how to use your new powers, Becky. Becky, thanks Beatrice. Paige, big sis, this is so amazing. Becky, thanks Paige. I think I look awesome like this. The alarm went off. Me, uh-oh. We went to the computer and we saw on the satellites that something strange was going on over in north-central Montana. Me, something is going on in Montana. Suddenly a rock smashed through the window and it had a piece of paper wrapped around it. I picked it up and it was a piece of paper with a passage from the Bible on it. Me, it's a passage from the Book of Kings in the Bible. You have done more evil than all who lived before you. You have made for yourself other gods, idols made of metal. You have aroused my anger and turned your back on me. That's the 9th verse in the Book of Kings. But I saw a symbol on the bottom right of the paper and it had a strong resemblance to the Church of Scientology cross, but it was a symbol that I knew all too well. Me, gasp. Oh no. Lincoln, what is it, JD? Me, the symbol on this paper is the logo of Project at Eden's Gate. Nicole, the Doomsday Cult in Far Cry? Me, that's them. Lincoln, what is Project at Eden's Gate? I go to the computer and look it up. Me, Project at Eden's Gate is a doomsday cult in Montana and they are also a highly armed Christian extremist terrorist group that believe that the world is gonna be completely destroyed because of nuclear holocaust. This cult is extremely dangerous and it's 100 times worse than Al-Qaeda and they pose a majorly serious threat to the world in general. They are loaded with weapons all across the board and they have lots of nuclear warheads with enough destructive power to obliterate the country. Lori, that is literally horrible. Me, it is. Apparently the cult has called us to test our faith. And these people have picked the wrong people to fight. Let's get them, guys. Everyone, yet. I pull out the sword of omens and had the hilt lined up with my eyes. Me? Thunder. 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 Thundercats. HOOO. The sword blade grew longer and the Thundercat symbol emitted from the gem in the sword and it roared in the sky. Me? Let's roll. We got on our horses and set out for Montana. Some of us were flying. Me? If it's a fight they want, it's a fight they'll get. Like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse will ride and deliver the power of justice to the project at Eden's Gate. Lori, this is literally gonna be awesome. The Thundercats arrived by us in the Thunder Tank. Lion-O, hello JD. Me, hello Lion-O. We're heading out to Montana to destroy an evil cult. Chitara, you called the right people to help out. Me, thanks Chitara. Let's call in more help too. I pressed the skull button on my watch and called in the Punisher. Lincoln, so who is the leader of the project at Eden's Gate? Me, his name is Joseph Seed and he is a minister and the leader of project at Eden's Gate. Panthro, sounds like this guy is bad news. Me, he is Panthro. This cult is a terrorist organization that's 100 times worse than Al-Qaeda and they spell big time trouble here on Earth. Wily Kit, sounds like they are huge trouble. Wily Cot, we have to stop them. Me, and we will. Tigra, we won't let them get away with this. Me, no we won't. We rode on and we weren't gonna let this cult get away with their crimes. In Hope County, Montana, the project at Eden's Gate cult was a strange community built on religion and pure evil. Joseph Seed was giving a speech and a sermon. Suddenly huge fiery explosions rang out and killed lots of cult members, burning them into ash. We were blasting them apart with our powers and had our weapons drawn. Punisher grabs a cult member by the throat. We want a word with your boss, Joseph Seed. Where is he? Cult member, you ain't gonna kill me. You ain't gonna kill me. Punisher points gun at him. Do any of us look like Batman to you? Rethink your answer before I fill you up with lead. Cult member, in the center of town. His office. But you ain't gonna get him. He knows you're coming. Freaks. Punisher shoots him through the head. Good. Me, good job Frank. Let's go. We rode on. Lion-O, let's blow some of them apart with our final smash. Tigra, you got it Lion-O. Panthro, let's do it. The Thundercats used their final smash. Thundercats, hoo-hoo. They fired a laser from their hands that merged and formed into the Thundercats symbol and it fired at some of the cult members and completely vaporized them in an instant. Me, awesome job guys. Lion-O, thanks JD. To the viewers, doing a final smash was fun and we're gonna do this more often when needed. We went on and we saw a shocking sight. We saw another Lincoln Loud and he was a member of the project at Eden's Gate. Gyre theme plays. Me, gasp. It can't be. Lincoln Loud? Cult Lincoln, that's right. Lincoln, but you can't be me. How is this possible? Cult Lincoln, I'll tell you why. It's because my non-believer sisters threw me out because I was bad luck. We gasped in sheer horror. Me, the bad luck karma travesty. This Lincoln is from another universe where he joins the project at Eden's Gate cult after being ostracized from his family for being called bad luck because of Lynn's stupidity. Lynn, I can't believe that this Lincoln's version of us would let this all go too far. They are worse than we are. Lori, that is literally disgusting. Lainey, am I part of your family? Cult Lincoln, no you aren't. Who are you? Lainey, I'm Lainey Loud and I'm the 11th sister. I was born after Lucy was and I'm called the voice of reason for my family. Cult Lincoln, I see. Becky, let me talk to him. Me, okay Becky. Becky walked up to the Cult Lincoln and he drew a knife. Becky, hang on, Lincoln. I'm not here to fight. I just want to talk to you. Cold Lincoln, fine. But you have 10 minutes. Becky, that's all I need. Lincoln, do you remember all the fun times you've had with me and my friends and your sisters? Cold Lincoln, I remember the fun times I've had with you and your friends. Becky. You love comic books like I do. Becky, that's right. But Lincoln, don't you even realize that what you are doing here is wrong on so many levels? Cold Lincoln, my sisters made me become like this. Lynn started all this because she threatened to beat my face in with her baseball bat. Natalie, is this what happened to you? Natalie held up the picture of the bad luck karma nightmare she drew, and the Cold Lincoln saw the exact same scenario he went through. But half of it wasn't true. Cold Lincoln, yes. Half of that is true, but the rest is not. Becky, Lincoln, you are the nicest and sweetest boy I've ever met, and what your sisters did was absolutely horrible. What they did makes them the worst scum that ever lived on this earth. Lincoln, that's right. You may be me, but this isn't who you are. Your sisters may have done this to you, but my version of Lynn is not that person anymore. Lynn, that's right. What my version of your sister Lynn did to you was completely unforgivable, and she is completely not right up here. Taps her head. She lost a game and is nothing but a sore, wretches, loser. Sorry, it's still hard for me to say that. Me, that's alright, Lynn. Lincoln, after we're done here and we killed Joseph Seed, we're gonna go to your universe and arrest the rest of your so-called family and throw them in one of our prisons here in our dimension, and you can live with Ronnie Ann and her family from now on. Cold Lincoln, you would do that for me? Me, I sure would. I love you like a brother here in my dimension, and I would never look at you any differently. Lincoln, thanks big brother. Me, Chuckles, you're welcome buddy. The Cold Lincoln was in tears of joy, and he hugged me and cried hard. Me, it's all right bro. Let it all out. Let it all out. Lori, I can't believe that in that Lincoln's dimension we were that stupid. Lenny, totes. It's like, wrong on so many levels. Girl Jordan, those versions of you guys are not even worthy to be a part of Lincoln's family. Very, you said it, girl Jordan. Rachel, I agree with you all wholeheartedly. Cold Lincoln calmed down and we went after the rest of the cult. Me, after we're finished here and in this Lincoln's universe, let's make a rule stating that the words bad luck are never to be spoken about again. All in agreement? We all raised our hands. Me, it's unanimous. From now on the words bad luck are forbidden. Lisa, yes indeed. Cold Lincoln, don't arrest Lily. She's a baby and was never involved in all this. Me, agreed. Let's go. We continued blasting and killing cult members, and the Cold Lincoln was helping us. Ben, it's hero time. Ben turned into Gutrot. Ben, Gutrot. Gutrot fired blasts of gas at the cult members and it melted them. Gutrot, my gas is more powerful than Lori's, Billy's or Lynn's combined. Lori, offended, hey. Lynn, offended, hey. Billy, offended, hey. Jean Grey, let's use our combo. May, you got it Jean. May fired a blast of ice fire and Jean Grey fired a blast of psychic energy. Jean Grey and May, Ice Phoenix freeze death. The blasts turned into a phoenix of pure ice fire and froze all the cult members, and they shattered into a million pieces. Nicole was sealing them into the Book of Vile Darkness. Lainey summoned her piranha plant and it breathed a fireball, and Nico used Bowser's fire breath. Nico, furious flaming piranha attack. The blasts of fire combined and turned into a swarm of voracious piranhas made of pure fire, and it burned some of the cult members to charred skeletons. Me, they have a huge stash of weapons somewhere. We have to find it. Nico, okay. Nico grabbed one of the cult members. Nico, pins one cult member down. Where's your boss keeping the goods? Cult member, you want information? Read a newspaper. Nico, points dead shots guns at him. Wrong answer. Cult member, okay. Okay. Stop. At the docks. He's keeping the goods at the docks. Nico. Shoots him through the heart. Appreciate that. Me. Good work, Nico. Lana. Lisa. Girl Jordan. Venom. Lainey. Luan. Eddie. You go to the docks and bring the weapons here to this spot. The FBI is gonna want to see this. Luan. We're on it, JD. Eddie. You got it. Venom. Let's go, guys. They did so. We went into the church and we saw Joseph Seed at his office. Me. Knock knock. Lynn. Room service. Nico. Joseph Seed. You have failed this city. Fires acid at him. Red Hood. Grabs Joseph Seed by the throat. Joseph Seed. You should have left town while you had the chance. Joseph Seed. You don't need to do this. I'll give you money. Drugs. Guns. Weapons. Whatever you want. Please. I'll take a plane. Leave town. Never show my face again. Anywhere you want. I'll go anywhere. Red Hood. How about you go to hell? Pushes him out of window to his death. Say hi to Shade for us. I fired a blast of energy and vaporized him in an instant, and Nicole sealed him into the book of vile darkness. Me. That's it for him. Venom. JD, we found all the weapons and you aren't gonna believe what we found. We went to the stash and what we saw was absolutely horrific. There was a huge stash of numerous weapons and we saw a huge Mondo stash of 100 megaton nuclear warheads. There was a total of 250 billion megatons of nuclear warheads, and there was enough to destroy much of the entire planet and kill everyone and destroy everything. Me. Wow. There are more nuclear warheads here than what we have altogether in the entirety of the world's nuclear arsenal. Aline C. They were really going to destroy the entire planet. Me. Not just that, Aline. They would cause a series of global catastrophes that would destroy much of the Earth. The damage would be far beyond irreparable. Lisa. Indeed. The nuclear radiation and fallout would poison everything around the world and cause global volcanism all over the world to plunge the entire planet into volcanic and nuclear winter. Naruto. That is really diabolical. Sakura. No kidding. We got the weapons and bombs out of there and we put them on the USS Valor for our use when needed. Next we went to the cult Lincoln's universe and arrested the other Louds for neglect and child abuse. All except Lily, because she was a baby and had no involvement in this whole travesty. They were sentenced to 20 to 30 years in the Saturn prison, and their Lynn was sentenced to 30 to 40 years of anger management and psychological therapy and treatment. The cult Lincoln was adopted by the Santiagos and the Casagrandes in his universe. Same with the cult Lincoln's Lily, and we destroyed an evil cult and saved the entire planet from total destruction. We promised Lincoln and Lily Santiago Casagrande that we would see them again one day. We made sure that the rest of the cult followers met their deaths or were thrown in prison forever in the Uranus prison. The end. Another fanfiction complete. Phobos is one of the main villains of WITCH, and soon there will be a chapter where we all will fight Phobos and his henchmen and kill Phobos once and for all. I wanted to get the last Infinity Stone done and save the trouble. Rebuilding the robots we destroyed and making them good guys was a good idea, and lastly destroying the Far Cry cult. I never played any of the Far Cry games, but that cult is pure evil to the core. Nico-chan11 gave me the ideas for this one. Thanks man, as usual. Credit goes to Mast3R Rainbow on DeviantArt for his works, Lori as Volcana, Lenny as Poison Ivy, Luna as Killer Frost, Dana as Ice, and Becky as Fire. Thanks for letting me use your works in my stories. Let me know what you all think. See you all next time.